Don't try this at home, kids. Hi there, Kieran Ryan, integrative medical practitioner, and today I wanted to talk to you about why, if you have fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue or chronic fatigue syndrome, why you should work with an expert rather than just getting some advice off the internet and doing that instead. I often get asked by people, would this supplement help, or does this diet help, or uh, read this protocol, will this work for me? And the short answer is usually no. And that comes down to basically two really important reasons. The first one is that these conditions that I've mentioned are very complex, very complex. There are multiple levels, and one system has gone wrong, and that's caused another system to go wrong, and it's caused another system to go wrong, and it's creating a vicious cycle that this person is now stuck in this disease picture and they just can't get out of it. So fixing one thing or doing one thing isn't going to cut the mustard. You really need an approach where you really need guidance where somebody can actually look at all the systems that are going wrong and work out which one is going to start impacting the rest of them and supporting that, and then working on multiple levels in the right order. And you'll find that, supplements that don't work at one time can work amazingly at another. For example, if your cortisol was really low and you think to yourself, oh, I've got adrenal fatigue, so I'll go on the internet and I find out that rhodiola and ginseng and B vitamins, these all help, so I'll start taking these, and nothing happens. And it's because you're not understanding the symptom picture. There's multiple levels. On a completely other level, you've got mitochondria, the little powerhouses inside each cell. If they're not working correctly, which often happens for people with chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia, they're just not going to produce the energy that's needed to create the cortisol that's then needed to generate more energy, if that makes sense. So there are multiple layers, and you've got to do things in the right order. If you fix the mitochondria and then you take those aforementioned supplements, suddenly the cortisol levels are really working really well again. So it's, you really need an expert to guide you through the crazy mess that kind of occurs when all your systems start failing one after another, and creating that disease picture that leads to fatigue and pain. The second reason is that there are many causes to chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia. What conventional medicine does is it looks at the symptoms, and it basically then says, okay, you've got chronic fatigue syndrome, you've got fibromyalgia, and there you go, based on the symptoms. That's how conventional medicine works, symptom based. We'll keep doing our research. Hopefully one day we find a drug to fix that. The problem is that although there is certain symptom sets, there are actually multiple root causes for what can create those symptom pictures. So for one person with chronic fatigue syndrome, they may have a virus lurking in the background somewhere that's not easy to detect, and that's creating this constant fatigue and brain foggedness. And then someone else has a parasite in their gut that they picked up in Bali or Thailand 20 years ago, and it's still there, and it's creating the havoc in their exact same symptoms as the other person, creating exact same symptoms, completely different thing, same symptoms. While another person may have had radiation therapy, and that's destroyed they're done a lot of damage to their mitochondria, those little powerhouses inside the cells of the body, and they have the exact same symptoms as well. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. There's so many causes for what leads to this. And that's why I don't, I think people get way hung up on diagnoses. Like, oh, I've got my diagnosis. It's like, it's not the diagnosis that's important. It's the root causes that are really super important. And there's lots of them. So it's really hard to understand that just from a single blog post or just from some information you got from the internet. It's something that, I'd strongly recommend you get expert help and advice with. So that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you understand now why it is best to work with an expert. If you like this video, please let me know by clicking the like button and the subscribe button and sharing this video if you think that someone else would benefit as well. And also, if you want to work with me, you can check me out at the International Clinic of Nutrition. Just look me up. And the way I work is you can book a free discovery call where we can work out what the possible root causes of your condition may be and what a roadmap towards getting better would look like as well. So you can kind of see how it looks before you dive into anything. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.